Yeah, we're live, dude. Just no
Oh,
intro
I
today.
guess we're live.
I
Hey,
was like,
what's
I
up,
forgot to put the
everybody?
intro in there. My
I
bad.
was
Won't let that happen again.
I was waiting for dun, 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 dun.
Yeah,
But hey,
did you
we're
see
here.
me? You know what, dude?
We're
Man,
preseason
I can still
form.
play it. I can still play the intro if you want.
I mean, we're in preseason form, dog. No, it's good. We're
Yeah,
good. How you doing, man? How you doing? We're
I'm
here
good, man.
live.
Good.
Just me and Mike tonight. Chad has I guess he had a locksmith issue, and he's got a concert tonight. So have fun, Chad, out there in beautiful San Diego with that whatever concert you're going to. What kind of, did he say what concert? It's probably like Coldplay or something, right?
Death Cab for Cutie. It's
Oh, is
probably
that what he said?
Coldplay or something.
Oh, it's
Oh
Death
man.
Cat. He probably doesn't even like Coldplay. He's gonna kick my. He's gonna say something when he hears us back. He's like, "I don't
He
even like
probably does.
Coldplay, man." What's
Uh,
up, KP Young? This is a cold start. Intro did not show up, just like the quarterback tracker. I guess I don't know.
yeah, that was my fault
Uh,
completely, dude. I'm sitting
no,
there. I
you're
didn't even know
good.
we were live for 11 seconds, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I forgot to put on the intro." Thank you, Mike. Good
We're
job.
just staring there, staring at each other. I'm staring at the screen. Man, we got some cool stuff coming up, Mike. We got a summit that we're going to be a part of for the Browns backers. And here in a couple of weeks, we're going to be live there at PJ McIntyre's, interviewing as many Browns backer presidents as we can in an hour and a half. How many? We should do an over under of how many we're going to interview that night and see whoever is the closest can win something.
Well, what's
Um,
crazy is they're from all around the world, man. It's not just like Ohio. It's not just United States. It's from everywhere. So it's going to be interesting to interview these guys and girls. And I'm sure I'm. You know what? I'm going to go with probably 25. Let's do 25.
yeah, I mean that's possible. I mean yeah, it's going to be a fun night. I would encourage you guys to tune in. It is August 21st. It's a
22nd.
Thursday night. Oh,
Oh, no, no, no.
22nd.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
No,
it's the
you're
21st. Yeah.
the Thursday.
Thursday the 21st, we will be live at PJ McIntyre's talking to Browns backer presidents. I'm interested in the Australia guy that's going to come up. A guy from man, I forgot where else. A couple of outside of Ohio, Britain, British, whatever you want to call them. They're going to be out England. All the people from all over the world are going to come into Cleveland, and they're going to have like this big party on Thursday night at PJ McIntyre's, and then the next day they're doing some type of outreach at the Brown Stadium, and then they're going to a game, and then Sunday we will be doing it at Strongsville. We're going to say goodbye to them. Most of them that are going to be there waiting for their plane. We're going to try to get those that we missed that kind of, highlight their Browns backer bar, give them a moment to shine, to promote themselves, and hopefully the chapters will grow. So tune in for that. We're going to make a more formal announcement about that so people can tune in and ask questions
And not
about.
only that, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say about the presidents that we interview.
That is going to be a fun and interesting night. But not only that, that same week on August 15th, Saturday, the pregame show, when I believe we play the Bears, we will be live on WOBL, Lorraine County Country Radio. It's 107.7 FM and 1320 AM. And you can also check us out if you're not in the area on WOBLradio.com. I believe me and Gary will be in a studio. Angel might make a call in.
Actually,
And some.
I was thinking of I'm definitely calling in. That's not a maybe.
All right.
That's a special day.
For
That is a
sure, man.
special day for the pod, man. We're going on the radio, guys. That is something exciting. Hopefully you guys can listen in. Like you said, you don't have to be local. You can go online or you can download the app. And you can listen to us on Thursday nights. You can listen to the show if you miss it on Tuesday, on Thursday nights at 7:30, and then Saturdays, and then Sundays. You can listen to us all the time. It's an amazing feat that we've accomplished here in 3
It's going to be
years.
fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I know what you guys really want to talk about, and we're gonna hit that right now. We're gonna talk about training camp a little bit here. Mike and I, the quarterback tracker mainly. We're gonna talk. I was hoping Chad, because Chad really had a strong opinion about it. But today, first week of camp, right? So you had the media overreactions. The favorite one obviously is the quarterback tracker. Everybody has an opinion on it. Then we did a poll. So
I
we
got it
did a
up here.
poll. We did it on our X. It says, Browns fans, how seriously do you take the ESPN quarterback tracker? And believe it or not, the and the joke is deadlocked the same. That is
Eh,
eh. I mean, some
I
people are interested. That means like I'm kind of interested, right?
am
Or
not, man. I'm sorry to interrupt you, buddy, but I am
you
not
good?
into the quarterback tracker at all. And we made a couple valid points yesterday in our group chat about why we're not really. And there's just certain I mean, what I do like about it is you're seeing how many how many reps these quarterbacks are
Mm,
actually getting. That is about the only positive you get out of it. Other than that, there's nothing in it for me.
nothing. Yeah. I like it from a content perspective. It's cool to post. It's cool to kind of like you said, the reps. Like today specifically, a lot of people are like Shador because Shador got like 27 reps, and I think Watson got like 11. So like Shador's in the lead, but tomorrow it might change because Watson will have like 30, and then Shador will have like 10 reps, and then people are like, "Oh crap, what's going on?" It's I think we over I think we overanalyze it. We, meaning the media, and not too many. I actually some fans do. I think some fans kind of take it for truth, right? And there's something I heard on the radio today, actually ESPN 850, and I want to play this to you guys because I want you to see or hear and see, depending on what you're doing currently with this podcast, of how they track this thing. Okay, go ahead.
Out the quarterback tracker, Chris. One point I was sitting there with Tony Grossi and Chops, our digital media guy. 7-on-7, some linebacker comes through. Shador steps up, would have been sacked. Then he rolls out, holds the ball for about 6 seconds, and throws a 5-yard completion to a wide receiver who came back 20 yards.
I'm gonna pause it for 1 second. And if you
Yeah,
guys watch
good.
the
I'm
reels that
glad you did.
The Browns post religiously, you'll see
You see it.
whatever quarterbacks behind center could get sacked probably 2 or 3 times by Verse, by anybody, really. I mean, Verse has been getting in there, which is great to see, but it's just there's so much missing from the realization of this. There's no pads. I mean, now they're in pads, but before that, there were no
Yeah.
pads. They're just out there slinging the ball to whoever. They don't care about interceptions at this point. Just having fun, learning the playbook. It's just trying to open things up. But do you want me to play the rest of it? Or do you got something?
No, but he said exactly. I mean, he's going to finish the end there, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, he said that he held the ball for 6 seconds and was able to find an open guy that came down from 20 yards back and come down as a 5-yard pass. Like that is the stuff they're tracking. So when Shador gets a completion, people are like, "See, he's 80%." But you're like, "Is he really 80%? Already been sacked there because he held the ball for 6 seconds." Like,
Mhm.
so like you finish it up because he says exactly what I was going to say.
All right.
And I looked at them and I go, is that a completion? And they go,
In my opinion, you got a guy that's having a rough year like Jerry Judy did for last year, for example, and he's got 9 drops in a practice. It's going to show you an incompletion.
Yep.
It's just little stupid things, and it doesn't all really matter until you're on the field to me. Anyways, fully padded, you got real rushes coming at you, you got real pressure. That's just what it is to me.
Yeah, no,
Ian
I
Colvin.
agree.
Wow, there's a name I haven't seen in a while. What's up, man? Thank you for
What's
joining
up?
us today.
What's up, sir? He made fun of me on today on Facebook for he brings up Kenny Pickett every time he sees me, man. He's like, "Remember Kenny Pickett?" I was like, "That was a year ago." Come on, man.
We
He's
got
starting for the
KP
Halloween
Young,
game.
Devin Patterson,
Yeah.
James Frank, Ethan, Sam's here, informed
What's
and
up,
blessed.
Sam? Fano
Man.
has been holding his own against Verse. Kid is going to be great. Verse, yeah. I do like the defense. To me, it seems like from what I've seen, because I watch the clips and I hear people talk about the game, not just watch the quarterback tracker. that the defense is literally blowing up every play. That there's been plenty of times Todd has to restart stuff because the offense doesn't know the plays. I actually did hear that Shador's still taking his time coming out of the huddle, which is something that he's got to work on. And if you heard what Todd Monken said today specifically about Shador Sanders, there's some truth to it because he said there's still a lot that he needs to learn and still to develop. And part of that is coming out of the huddle, breaking it off quick, saying the plays in the huddle. Again, it's a new playbook, new terminology. It's all understandable. So all this stuff should be talked about when it comes to the quarterback tracker too, because sure, Shador is throwing 80% ish, right? Like today, but how is he coming out of the huddle? Is he holding the ball for longer than 3 seconds? Is he actually throwing the ball with a perfect spiral and that's not wobbly and underthrown the receivers? That stuff is not talked about enough.
I agree.
Opinion.
It's not
And
there's the little things that we don't see during camp either. You get the snippets on social media, and the media blows it up into one big thing where Shador or Watson made one big play. That's fine. One big play out of how many? And they said Shador's been getting one big play at every day at camp,
yeah,
which is great. I mean, it's great to hear that stuff, but can he make that happen in a real game experience? Can Watson make that happen in a real game experience? Or Gabriel? That's why we're here, ladies and gentlemen. We have 3 quarterbacks that are fighting for a job.
Yeah, Gabriel. Ian says, be honest, Monken said he was working. No, not this week, not today. He didn't say that today. Normally he does say, hey, we're working on extending the play. That's why.
But you're going out there and trying to show your worth. And that means a lot, not only to the organization, but the fans as well. If this kid does wind up showing up and playing well, nobody's going to make fun of him anymore. And I know I've made my small jokes and all that. And he's a small quarterback.
He's small.
There's no getting past that. Unfortunately, there's not. It's just the way it is. But at the end of the day, if they do a good ball, then and Monken says that's our quarterback. That's our quarterback.
Yeah, and Ian brings up a good point. He says that Gabriel got messed up as Shador did last year with getting in there early, play calling. Every situation Shador faced last year that people give excuses for, you can say the same thing for Dylan. Now, Dylan did get more reps. Dylan did have more time. But this is a third-round guy who has deficiencies too, right? He's short. We just talked about it. Maybe a questionable arm strength. And he was put in a horrible offensive line that we all sit there and can argue even Shador had a horrible offensive line. And we will all agree to that. And receivers who dropped the ball. Everything I think we give excuse about Shador should also be applied to Dylan. Now, Dylan, I still think is the ceiling high back up. I think there's opportunity there where if Shador shows some improvement each year, he can be a mid guy that you could be a starter.
Yeah, it's
Ethan, that's funny.
I'm seriously sitting here trying to think because we've been in this situation for what seems like the last decade, or you could say the last 26 years, right? Safe to say that. I mean, besides 2020, and I think we're all over it. And it'd be nice to just find that one quarterback. And I know we have said this numerous times, again and again and again. But guys, like, I know this is something that we're used to now, and we want to be over this hump. And this is why I'm saying if you could find a starting quarterback and Deshaun Watson or Dylan Gabriel for that matter, and not have to worry so much about it in the draft next year, you could use those draft picks that we attained wisely on something else we need rather than a quarterback for once. But then we got Brendan Sorsby.
I agree. Yeah, get Brendan Storsby in the second round. Devin Patterson says exactly the big difference is Dylan's ceiling is a serviceable backup, while Shador is a mid-tier starter. I agree with that. I think that's what you can get if you can get mid-tier starter out of Shador, especially with the talent. Like you just said it, you hit the nail on the head there. If you can make Shador even mid-tier quarterback. And you can put those weapons around him like you currently do, get better offensive linemen that you can use for an extra draft pick next year. Like you can build something around him to be a game manager / he can hit that 1 or 2 big plays a game that he has shown us that he can do. I think you can win with them. I really do. And I think they see that, and I'm hoping they kind of are patient with it. I'm hoping they don't rush him in too much.
And he seems to be one of the only quarterbacks, Shador, to throw touchdowns at camp so far. And again, take that with a grain of salt, because there's those little things that go into it. Again, I mean, was that
Yeah.
rush there that could have sacked him from holding onto the ball so long? There's two things I want Shador to do to be a good starting quarterback. One for me is stop patting the ball every time you're going to throw it. That's a dead giveaway. You're looking at a receiver, you're going to pat the ball. If that defender's looking at you, they're going to know it's coming to him. Get in
That's a
front of that
sign,
guy.
yeah. I didn't think about that. That's a good point.
Easy pick.
Yeah. That's a
Then
good
getting rid of the ball faster. I mean, granted, if you have a good offensive line that is able to give you the time to hold on to the ball, to let the play develop downfield, then great. But we haven't had that. So it's one of those things that are just not going to be seen, I don't think, until we've said this again, week 4 or 5, maybe even 6, until the offensive line gels. There's just things that matter for a quarterback that go beyond other people's regular thoughts. Oh, the quarterback sucks. Well, you guys got to take that offensive line into consideration. Your running back sucks. You could
100%.
also take the offensive line into consideration.
Yeah. Sorry. What's going on there?
Echo. We
Echo.
haven't had that in a while.
We like, because while we're on this topic about Shador, there's a story that came out today. Like, because it seems like us Cleveland fans, like the local, like us Browns fans, and there's Shador fans out there too, that really like see something in Shador. And I don't know if it's because of his personality, if it's his charisma, or if it's that everything. Yeah. So we've asked a poll who's going to be the quarterback one, and 79% of you guys said Shador Sanders. 11% say, "Oh, that's shocking." I didn't think Dylan would get that much love, believe it or not.
X and
11%,
Facebook
and
are different. Like,
yeah, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Shador. Okay, and Watson gets 8.8%. So they don't mind Dylan being the backup on X there. That's the way I see it. I think it would be cool to see that area, but they can't give it to Watson, so because the contract thing sucks. So Watson's going to be a backup. But
go ahead, I'm sorry.
obviously, everybody, according to that poll, everybody wants Shador quarterback one. Whether it's because we see talent, whether it's because we have hope when we see him. But according to the Athletic, Mike Sato, he said executive and coaches ranked Shador Sanders 35 out of 35 veteran quarterbacks. And then you see that, and it's like you can't.
Shador's a vet.
That's a good question because he's a second. And that's a good question. You want to know why? Someone posted on X, veteran Carson Schlesinger has been out, when he because he's injury, right? His first time being out. Veteran Carson Schlesinger is out. Oh, and they're giving him a vet day. And I'm thinking, like, is he a vet? This is only his second year. What number of years do you have to be in the NFL in order to be considered a vet?
I think it's 4
I would
after
thought
4 years.
4 years.
4
That's
appeared
okay. That's what I
seasons.
thought.
That's
So
what I
yeah.
thought too.
So
It was
first of all, yeah, good. No, good call there because you did hold up the 4. I thought you were supporting Watson there for a second.
I had to
thought
look
you
it
were
up
supposed
just to make sure. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Everybody's gonna
Yeah.
screenshot that, and everybody's
Yeah,
gonna think I
everyone's gonna be
want DW
screenshot. Like,
4.
Mike support
Oh,
Watson.
dude, we're screenshotting that after the show and posting it. Screw it. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
But
So I
yeah,
mean, why is it the media, like the national media, doesn't see it? Chad did bring this up in the chat. He is more or less a quarterback tracker, but the national media see Shador differently than the local guys here. Why do you think that?
yeah, well, you know what? I'm gonna say this. One, the Browns aren't really considered a national team, like you would say the Cowboys or something like that are. That everybody kind of, I don't know if you'd even say everybody kind of not focuses on them, but not even follows them necessarily. But you know what I mean? They're America's team. I think it's Shador Sanders, Deion Sanders, the whole Sanders thing is what makes it blow up everywhere. Cleveland is its own thing, man. Cleveland is way different than any other national news you're going to get outside of Cleveland, man. It is constant. Whether you're at work talking to one of your coworkers, I told you this yesterday, and Chad, you could be at work talking to one of your coworkers, Browns are going to come up. You could be talking to your friend that you haven't seen in 2 years, Browns are going to come up. Talking to my grandfather, the Browns always come up. If I go to San Diego and I talk to somebody, the only way the Browns are going to come up is if we're starting to talk about Myles Garrett. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just weird. Could it so the question I have, not like I just think about this after hearing you talk it, like if Shador was anywhere else but Cleveland, will he be rated higher?
Depending on where he went and depending on the offensive line that he had, I believe it could have been different. Look at
Because it seems
Lamar.
like from the draft, people were like, it's just a weird, like the tide for him changed a lot after the draft. They went from, like we talk about this multiple times, like first round pick, he's gonna be a top 2 quarterback. And then all of a sudden, like even the national media is like, yeah, he's got good, he's gonna be great, he's gonna be great. And now like even the national media is like, he's not even gonna be, he's just gonna be a backup, if that. And it's weird to see how the national media is now flipping the switch on him. Like it brings me concern. Like, are they seeing something that we can't see locally because we're blinded by love for our team, not for a player? Some people are blinded by Shador, love for Shador, but for our team wanting to be successful, are we
No,
being blinded by that?
I think we're blinded by what is that? Love hate relationship with the Browns. You love to hate them. That's what it is, and we're so used to it that no matter what comes out anywhere else is considered nothing compared to what we're used to. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah, it's just weird to see the dynamics shift over, and maybe it's because they saw him play last year and they don't think he's going to get any better than what he contributed to what last year was. Even the situation being the situation, and they're fully aware of it. To me, it's crazy to see that, and for them to be like switching the light switch every. It's just weird for me. I don't know.
I'm,
Maybe I was overthinking it, but
I'm telling you what.
it's more and more national media is like Shador's not the answer. They need to move on. They'll be drafting a quarterback next year. It's like, can we at least give them this year before we just assume that?
Yeah, hear me out though. James Frank and I were texting before the show, and he said something that kind of sparked interest in my little head over here. I was like, hey, he's like, hey, talking about something about Dylan Gabriel possibly getting traded or sold or something along those lines. And I'm like, could they be blowing up? Because they're saying now that his leg work's getting better, his passes are getting better. He looks more like a fundamental quarterback, I guess. Like he's there. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But his stature isn't. Could this be a thing that we're blowing up as a selling point to possibly pawn him off to somebody else? Or are we going to hold on to him?
I think you have to hold on to them. And I'll tell you, I don't think, I know a lot of people here on, even in the chat, I've seen on my Facebook wall and the Bearder Browns Facebook wall, the two socials I mainly look over. A lot of people are high on Taylor Green. I really think a team is not going to want to take Taylor Green and put him on their roster after the preseason is over, because he's going to have to learn a whole new system all over again. I think Taylor Green's going to be safe here, and I do think all 4 quarterbacks are going to be safe. I think Gabriel's going to be your third stringer. Taylor Green's going to be your practice squad, and I think the Browns know that. One thing we can say is this: that Andrew Berry is a smart man, and he knows what moves to make, and he knows what he has his ears to the ground in the NFL world, and he seems to be making the right moves, specifically the last 2 to 3 years, when it comes to this roster and who to keep and not keep. So I would not be surprised if you see Taylor Green move to the practice squad and all 3 quarterbacks are Shador, Watson, and Dylan. Or
If you do
switch
move
to
Taylor
start.
Green to the practice squad, nobody could take him. He's a rookie, so you can't take a rookie. He's got to be not
Oh, I
vetted.
didn't know.
I think it's at least 1 full year or 2 years.
Oh,
I can't
okay. Well, then, yeah,
remember.
he's safe. Yeah, you put Taylor in the practice squad, and a lot more people have hope in Taylor than I do. I see a 6-round project. A lot of people are saying he's got the qualities. We have many quarterbacks that had qualities here that have not worked out. So I'm not putting all my eggs on that. Um, but I think I just we see it every year, Mike. The last 3 years, like you go through 12 quarterbacks, man. And if Dylan is showing improvement, you would want to keep him in your system because Todd Monken is going to be aware of what his strengths are, and Todd Monken will adjust the game plan according to who Gabriel is, not have Gabriel change to who Monken is. So that's what gives me hope about keeping Dylan, even though he's the redheaded stepchild of this group of quarterbacks that we have, that you're going to have a coach that's going to say, "This is what Dylan does well. If he has to play, we're going to be game plan specific for him." Now, it's going to be a lot of short passes. It's going to be a lot of screens, and maybe he can throw a 10-yard bomb and then open up the offense a little bit. But that's the hope for me, at least. It's
I
those four
was I
quarterbacks
was
still on the roster.
I was wrong about that. I apologize. There is no minimum waiting period of immunity time for a quarterback on a practice squad. I thought if it was your drafted rookie, you were allowed to
Oh,
keep
you
him for
you're
at least a
safe. That's
year.
what
But
you're saying.
you
I
don't
still
see
don't. Yeah,
quarterbacks getting picked off the practice squad
yeah. I don't
often.
see yet, especially a project like 6th round. You don't see. And I mean, I meant to write this number down, but the amount of teams that pick people up after after going after players after a preseason game has dwindled over the years. So I think Talen's going to be safe. Now, watch it not happen, and people are going to come in our
Mhm.
comments and say, "Angel, it's your fault that he's gone. You wanted him
I
gone."
want to comment on something that you were just talking about, and Kenny the 49ers just said shorten his release, and that's something I would like to see. Obviously, getting rid of the ball faster, no matter what quarterback's there. Casey Concepcion could be a slot guy to get out in the middle of the field, catch
Yeah.
the ball quick. You got Denzel Boston making miraculous plays at camp from what we see. You're going to be able to, and you got Fannin. I mean, there's ample opportunity out there to get the ball out. These guys look like they're getting open, and I know again it's camp and you got 2 rookies, but I'm hearing reports or seeing reports that this is the best wide receiver class in the NFL. I
Young receiver, young.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
you're
that
definitely
scares
young.
me, man. I don't know if I don't know if I want to put that title. I like what I've seen out of Boston, specifically in KC, but Boston like getting up and taking those mossing people. But I would before I can sit there and be like they're the best in the NFL. I'm gonna have to be like, "Hey,
In
there's a
game,
duo in
watch.
Cincinnati down there, down south, man. They're pretty good themselves too, man."
We don't say that name on this show.
Yeah, no, I'm
I'm
just
kidding.
saying, like there's a group of 2 receivers down there that are pretty decent, that have a pretty good quarterback that I would I would say not right now, but maybe in the 2 years, KC and Boston are gonna be a problem. Like,
If I
every
do
play, man, every play, Boston is just, like, ripping it from people. It's crazy.
yeah, and back to the quarterback thing really quick. One thing I did want to mention about Taylor Green, and I think this could be a possibility since we've done it. Uh, I know they got Snoop Huntley over there, but imagine Taylor Green in a Baltimore Ravens uniform.
That
Just
would
because
be a
he's kind of
match.
like Lamar, you know what
Yeah,
I mean? But
yeah.
obviously a little more inaccurate. But I could see that just to make plays. Obviously scrambling, getting rid of the ball.
Yeah,
That's the only team I
I
could think
can
of.
see why they like him. For me, it's like accuracy is really hard to teach. Like Lamar did it with Todd. So that gives me some encouragement, but accuracy is hard to teach. And I mean, I agree. He's got like a what, 3, 4, 40. He's quick, he's long, he's a gazelle.
And I just
Um,
saw KP's post up there, Green is Snoop Huntley 2.0. I think he's
yeah,
Lamar
you just
2.0, just inaccurate.
yeah, if he can learn. But here's the deal. If the Browns are in a situation where they draft a quarterback, you think they're gonna pass up a quarterback just to develop Taylor Green?
Uh, Why did you ask me that?
Because like I get the infatuation with Green, but if they're like they go, God forbid, like 6-11, and there's 5 quarterbacks coming out, and you're getting one of the 5, and they're ready, they're pro ready. You think they're gonna be like, well, we developed Taylor Green this past year. We're good on him. We're gonna pass up on, I don't know, Sellers over him. Because Sellers is kind of comparable. He got the legs, he's got an arm. Like, you think they would do that?
Dude, he's like DTR with legs. That's what he is. No,
Not right now, right?
unless you really believe you could mold this kid, I'd be all for it.
Kenny's right. Kenny's right. Like, he had tons of turnovers in Arkansas, man, in Arkansas, down there in Arkansas, the Razorbacks down there. He had a lot of rushing touchdowns, so to make up those interceptions, but I would be scared for them to fully go all in on him. And I know a lot of fans are like, he's the truth. He's going to be the next one. I'm like, I think sometimes we set ourselves up to be disappointed as Browns fans when we start to have that chance, right? Chad's in the chat. Dr. Chad's in the chat. No chance you pass on a quarterback for a prospect and hope.
He
Not
said he's
one. See, I Chad would have been like interrupting us, like, no, there's no way you're gonna pass up. Chad would have been like, totally in.
and then James says he's DTR on steroids. Are you talking about Chad or are you talking about Green? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I thought I heard a pop. I thought Chad came in just to talk about you're not going to pass up on the prospect. No, I agree with Chad. I don't think they're going to pass up on a quarterback to develop Talon. Maybe develop him to be a backup. I mean, that could be an option.
Possibilities are endless on this team.
Sellers is overrated. Well, I mean, college quarterbacks, man, they're so fickle, right? Like Sellers is like a big guy, and then he goes to I think it's NC State, and you have to think of yourself like, is it the situation that didn't make him the best that he could have been? Like, what? Oh no, South Carolina. Sorry, he went to South Carolina Gamecocks. Like I don't know, like it's weird to see like these quarterbacks. That's why like you have to be patient when it comes like there's like a list of 10 quarterbacks that could come out this past year, and you're like, well, only 2 will probably come out because everyone else is going to come back for an extra year because they want to be drafted high. And if they know they're not going to be drafted in the top 10, they might just go back to college for one more year and get that $7 million NIL money.
Yeah. Hey, one thing I do want to mention before we forget, ladies and gentlemen, we are giving 2 tickets away to Tuesday's camp at 1:30. Excuse me. I just want everybody to like, subscribe, share, follow us, and then we will pick a random winner. Please be from Cleveland area or somewhere close, because it doesn't matter where I email the tickets to or we email the tickets to. It's just don't waste them.
Yeah, we would like a fan that actually go, not someone from Florida or even San Francisco over there, Kenny.
California, Chad, you hear that?
California. Yeah, so we got 2 tickets to give away. Give us a follow, comment, like wherever you're listening to, and then we'll just pick you out, and then we'll DM you somehow, some way. So keep an eye out on your DMs. You could go and see KC in Boston in person. You could see who's the best quarterback for that. You can do your own quarterback tracker that day, and then
send us all the footage.
Yeah, then it's Tuesday. Then you can come on the show and then give us your own quarterback evaluation. That would be pretty fun to have fans in game practice evaluation. Yeah. But that is the receivers are. I'm excited to see Boston and KC in live, like even preseason. Like last year, a lot of us watched preseason because Shador, we want to see him play. Like a lot of us now are going to be like, I want to see these 2 kids.
So I know Chad hates preseason. I know Sam watches because, you kind of get you in the flow of things. I watch now that we have the show. There was a couple of years I was like, "That's preseason, dude. Don't care." We knew Baker was going to be the starter for the most part, so I just stopped kind of watching, and then bam, right back in it. Uh, and then that's when our show starts on the radio again, ladies and gentlemen. WOBL, Rain County, 107.7 FM and 1320 AM. Every Thursday night at 7:30, Saturday morning, and Sunday pregame, an hour before the game.
Yeah, Sam's a good point. Sam said a winner can come on and tell us their experience at camp on the show. I mean, that could be an option. If you get the tickets and you want to come on, you feel comfortable to tell us your camp experience, we'll be open minded to that. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yes,
Um, that would be pretty
that'd be
sweet.
cool.
The defense is tearing it up though, Mike, on at camp. Like they're blowing up every play. Versus Graham. Graham has not played practice the last couple games because of injury. Speaking of our defensive tackle area, like we've been picking up guys from everyone else's team because Graham's out. You got Schlesinger out. I don't think. Oh, obviously Malik Collins is out. Like all of our defensive tackles are done for right now. A little
Malik
concerning, but I'm glad they're happening
Malik
early.
Malik Collins is on the active pup list, which means he will
Yeah.
return. Just unfortunately, no time or date set for that. But yeah, man, this defense is kind of lights out right now, and everybody was talking about, if they'd be a top 5, it'd be great. But I think they could be better than that. Emmanuel McNeil Warren is a freaking freak of nature right now. It seems, and all the breakups I've seen of him. Uh, versus, Sam, I think mentioned earlier, Fano's blocking the kid pretty well, but you got that's promising because the left tackle's been an issue for quite a while, and to see good blocking on that side of the ball is great from a two-time Pro Bowler, and just the overall defense. Thinking, Jim Schwartz is gone and all that. Everybody was skeptical about the defense, right? You
Yep.
were, everybody was, and Miles
Yeah.
going, and now he's got a hand boo boo, so he's out with the Rams for now.
Ironically.
A hand boo boo. He just wanted to skip OTAs, and
Yeah, he does.
didn't,
That's
so
what it is. Exactly. You're right.
so
You're
he faked
spot
a
on with
hand boo
that.
boo. At least he didn't roll a car over again. Anyways,
Can't do that if you can't drive in LA.
facts. But yeah,
Um,
I'm pretty happy and excited to see the defense again this year. But again, the Cleveland Browns are the only one that you could sit there and say the defense wins championships, and the Brown could completely put a kibosh on that. So
yeah.
you need an offense to score more than 16 points a game to prove that.
Man, if we can get to 20 points a game, that would be huge. Sam brought up Emmanuel McNeil Warren. Did you see that play he did, that pass breakup, and how fast he moved to break up that pass?
They said it was 15 yards.
I felt like I saw like 3 of him. That's how fast he was moving. Like it was like flash moving on the screen. Like I saw a blur. And I'm like, holy crap. But yeah, he's quick, man.
That's what you got to do with all that crime in Toledo. You got to be quick. Get out.
That's the college he's from, but we love Toledo. Yeah,
Chad, we did
shout out
talk
to
about the
Toledo.
ball pad already. We did. And Angel, you
Chad.
didn't give your insight on that. What do you think of the ball pad? When Shador is getting ready to throw the ball and you knew where he was going to throw it to.
I'm trying to think. Somebody else pats the ball. I was trying to think of who that was.
Is it
You
Lamar?
brought up. I can't. No, I felt it's a white quarterback that pats the ball, and he's good. Oh, Josh Allen. Josh Allen pats the ball.
Does he really?
I don't know if he pats it as much as Shador though, because I think Shador does it too many. He'll go like he'll do it quick. I think sometimes Josh Allen does pat it and then throw it. But the difference is I think Josh Allen's release is a little quicker. So I think it's like a half a pat compared to like 1 second pat for Shador Sanders. I could be getting a quarterback wrong, but I know it is a white quarterback that pats the ball.
I don't
I'll have to
know.
look that up. And he's a pretty good quarterback.
I
But
don't. I just don't. If you were to do it a couple times,
Tom Brady. That's who it was. Tom Brady. Thank you, Devin. Yeah, it was Tom Brady. I knew it was a white guy.
The Brady.
Tom Brady did pat the ball. You're right. Sorry, go ahead.
I just don't like it. If he could do it a couple times, maybe fake him out, but no matter what, he does it once, I think, every single time. I've watched it, and it's one time, then he throws the ball right after that. I just don't like it, man. That's just me, but
No,
yeah.
I get what you're saying. Like, I do think it can slow you down. Like, especially someone who struggled with him. What was his time last year? It was
Cornerbacks
4.
can't see the ball being patted. You don't think cornerbacks are looking in a general direction of the quarterback to see where he's gonna throw the ball as well as trying to keep a hold of the receiver? That
Yeah,
happens.
I do think that has a lot to do. I just think the patting the ball slows you. I mean, it's not just patting the ball. I think he does it more than once, and I think maybe it's a rhythm thing for him. Maybe that's where his comfort is. But I also think maybe that's why you're holding the ball for 4 seconds.
Yes,
So I
Devin.
think what he said, Monken has to run the triple ball pass fake draw. That's
On 3rd and 20.
uh,
Oh, man. It it's the eyes. I think I know where you're going with that, but these defenders can look at him. If he passed that ball once and they know that you don't think they're talking about that in their pregame? Hey, guys, wait for him to pat the ball. Keep your eyes on Shador. Stay with the receiver. And is that when you could play some zone coverage and keep an eye on Shador and see when he passed the ball, and then
yep,
watch his helmet. Which way is his helmet facing? Oh, what do you know? Right there. Pass breakup, interception.
yep.
It happen.
So a couple of notable quarterbacks that pats the ball: Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Patty Mahomes. The all-time great that pat the ball, Dan Marino. Modern
Pat Mahomes
quarterbacks that
just
pat
hit his center in the back of the head. I'm not worried about him.
yeah, so you want to, but modern quarterbacks that thrown the ball. Matthew Stafford is who I was thinking. That's who I was thinking was Matthew Stafford and Joe
That's
Burrow.
Chad's guy.
And Josh Allen's on the list, so I was right. Lamar Jackson has shown traits of patting the ball too,
We were
according
both right.
to according to the Googles. If you believe what Google tells you, that's what Google says. As a quick
I was told
search.
don't believe everything we see on the internet, but I'm going to believe that.
Yeah, because I mean they have YouTube videos to point it out if you guys want proof.
Uh,
But yeah, Stafford and Josh Allen are the one that Josh Allen and Stafford are two that came to my mind when you said that. Um, but again, I think I don't know. I just think it's something that he might have to learn to play with. I think that's who he is, and I think Monken's going to have to. It's an eternal clock thing, right? Like I'm not a quarterback whisperer or guru. I never played NFL or even I played like backyard football, but nothing professionally. Like I think it's a timing thing, it's a comfort thing. And if it goes back to what we said all last year and what you've been preaching for 3 years on this podcast, almost 4, is the offensive line. Like if he doesn't feel like the offensive line's getting him enough time, his internal clock is going to be a lot quicker than what it is. Like mentally, he's going to think the rush is coming in quicker than it is because he's so used to it.
I
So,
mean,
I think the padding is just it's like a baby's blanket for him where he just feels comfortable.
that padding's another second off the clock as well.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. He needs to
I
I
just
don't know how to correct that.
if it's just, I mean, maybe it's just me. I don't know this, but obviously, if I were a coach, that is a habit I would try to break my quarterback of immediately. That's just me. Like you said, though, that might be his comfort thing.
Yeah, it might be something that he's gotta learn to play with, and he has to learn I don't think overall I don't think patting the ball is an issue. I think for him, it's just mentally you have to speed your mind up. And I think when it comes to the college and NFL, a lot of people, a lot of rookies, and a lot of people say, "What's the difference?" They say, "Oh, the speed of the game's a lot quicker." I just think he needs to learn just to be quicker. Like if you want to pat the ball, I don't care. Just get the ball in under 3 seconds. Like you can pat the ball, you can flip it like a pancake. If it's out of your hands in under 3 seconds, I that doesn't bother me. I think he needs enough reps. I think and this is why I want to start him right away because I think he needs to learn under fire. And hopefully by week 7 or 8, we would know either he has it or he doesn't. Because if he's not speeding up by within 7 weeks with the amount of reps he's been given, then maybe he just won't know how to do it.
And this is just me being honest. I think no matter what happens this year with the offensive line that we do have now, I know it's not the greatest, and I know it will not be the greatest, but I think it's going to be an improvement from what we've had in the previous years. I get it. We've had Pro Bowlers on there and guys that we've considered elite, especially on the Browns, because we're used to having a great offensive line, just not a good quarterback. I think no matter what quarterback is up there, they're going to show signs of improvement because of this line. And that's just me, but I think you're going to see a vast amount of improvement from the line and offensive play, even the running backs.
Yeah. 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 Someone just said Tom Brady patted the ball. He just got the ball out fast, quickly. And that's the thing. Like, I think he needs, and what sucks for him is like he's learning another terminology. It's a totally new offense. So now he has to think of the play call, the terminology in the huddle, and then he's got to come up and then he's got to read the defense starting all over again with a new system. And it's like, can we just, I get it. Like, I'm at the board now. I'm at the point now. I don't care if Watson looks better, which he doesn't. Like, at this point, I've seen enough of the quarterback tracker to sit there and be like, just start Shador. Just stop playing the game. Let's start Shador.
Praise for that, but at the end of the day, it didn't work. And he got a lot of money, and he screwed us over with the suspension, all the money, the injuries. Let him go. Don't let him come out here and shine. What are you going to get for him? Really, in reality, if he has one good year, are we going to sign him again? I know Andrew Berry said he's not afraid to sign anybody.
Yeah, he did say
But-
that.
But I'm not saying, I'm saying screw him. Yeah, screw him. Don't let him play.
Yeah. Give Shador the confidence, man. Let him see. Let's see if he has it or not. Like, and the best way to do that is let him get 30, 40 reps per practice. And then when camp comes, there's no, hey, he didn't get enough reps. He didn't work well with the offensive line. It's none of that. It's, hey, we saw it. He's got enough reps. He's got enough. The offensive line's good enough. His talent is better than last year receiving.
Joe Royer. That's it.
Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, that he's out of. He hasn't been practicing because of a personal issue.
Yeah.
So that's what makes Ryan. That's given Ryan an opportunity to say, "Hey, look, I can be your fullback if you want to, but I can also catch the ball." And he's been pretty consistent when going with the 2s and 3s.
I remember. Do you remember Sam being so excited announcing that we're going to probably have like a fullback situation?
Yeah, Sam was stoked, man. He wanted a fullback, man. He's got it. I know for
Sam's
sure they're
speaking
going to be
old
using.
school.
Sam's like, if you don't give me a fullback, I'm never going to be a Browns fan again. And Todd Monken's like, I got your back, dog. I'm going to get you a fullback because you deserve it, Sam. You deserve a fullback. You get a fullback. Everyone gets a fullback.
Everybody gets a fullback. Let me ask you a question, Angel. How, besides our show and everything that we got going on, how excited are you for this season? To be honest, with the new players, the new coaching.
I mean, I'm excited because I think. I mean, I have 5 to 7 wins, so that doesn't mean like anything like playoff run. But I think those 5 to 7 wins are, even the losses are going to feel a lot better than last year. Like,
So you're going with,
yeah.
I'm sorry, you're going with the Haslams. You're going the over for Vegas, right?
Okay, yeah. Let's talk about that real quick. Why are people tripping that your owner said if you're gonna place a bet, bet the over? People are like, oh, 5.5 games, bet the over. Okay, we're gonna bet. He didn't say 6. He said bet the over. In other words, we're gonna win more than 5 games. That's what he said. We said we're gonna win 6 or more. Like, what do you want him to say? Like, in that situation, someone says something about Vegas, whatever, like how you think the team's gonna do. You want him to be like, oh man, we suck. We're gonna do 3 games. Like, guys, he said the correct answer. He said, I believe in this team. Matter of fact, I would bet the over. To me, I want my owner to say that. I don't know why people are like having a cow about that. It's like a weird thing.
I don't get it either, but
It triggered people. It's like, oh, Haslam said that we're going to win more than 5.5.
it's just because people don't like him in general. That's what it is.
Why do you want your owner to say you're going to win less than 5.5? You'd be even more mad if he said that. Like, it was so confusing. It was weird.
Yeah.
I'm excited though. I'm excited. I think the offense is going to look better. I think we're going to have our answer at quarterback, and I think by week 14 a lot of the post game, pre game, a lot of Tuesday, Saturday talk will be, hey, what quarterback's doing good in college? We're going to know that answer. Or we're going to be like, hey, should the Browns draft a receiver? Because there's a list of receivers coming that could be coming out, a long list to add to the talent that we already have. So you're going to have one of those two questions coming up by week 14, 15.
And one more question. I want everybody watching to answer this in the comments as well. What are you looking forward to most on the offense this year? If you could pick.
Me, it's the growth of KC in Boston. I want to see him grow. You know how long Brian Brennan is going to be ushered in the Ring of Honor for the Browns this coming season. It's been that long since we've had three: Brian Brennan, Webster Slaughter, Reggie Langhorne. Since we had three weapons on offense that you can. It doesn't matter how they line up. Like, it's been since the 80s that we could sit there and be like, Casey, you got this receiver, you got this receiver, you got that tight end, and then you have another receiver out there randomly in the flank next to the other receiver. Like, how are you going to stop that? So for me, seeing the growth of the receivers and the talent like Junkins, like the weapons, is what I want to see. Because I want to get to the point where we're scoring 35, 40 points a game. Because the dog pound turf is what they're going to call us. Let's go. That's what I want to see. Dylan Sampson. I want to see all these weapons just go. Just score touchdowns. A Smitty would just come out for extra points. That's it.
That would be great in a perfect world. And I think it's achievable. I think it really is. If Todd Monken could put a scheme together, he knows the AFC North. That's my biggest thing. He knows the AFC North. Yes, it's his first time as a head coach, but he's been around for quite a while. And I am excited. He does look pumped. I love the fact that he's stopping plays before after the penalties are committed immediately. Boom, you guys are done. Reset that. Let's do this
and he's
again.
like cussing and spitting at him. No, he's like getting upset.
Yeah, see, that's stuff that I like.
Keeping him accountable.
Does not like.
Yeah.
Yes, accountability. There you go. There you go. And I don't want to be this team that's so predictable every single game. And we're not going to be predictable. We're not. Nobody's going to know, maybe except the Ravens, about what we're going to do. No, and that was a joke.
Yeah, it's a totally different team there. But yeah, I mean, they probably someone in there like, well, I know Monken. He does this.
And you know what? I don't think the Ravens are going to be that great this year. They got a young head coach. We took half the coaching staff with Monken. So it's just going to be one of those things where the AFC North is going to be a toss-up again. And I'm looking forward to that.
Just said the show's way too optimistic without me. This show's too positive.
Got to stay positive, Chad.
Dude, it is. Yeah, it's preseason positivity show, dog. Preseason. If you want to add some negativity, like what is one outside of the quarterback concern? Outside of the quarterback, just throw that out because it's always been a concern since '99. What is your most concern heading into preseason? Like one thing that you're most concerned about outside of quarterback?
Injuries. They've stacked up, and it's excuse me, they've stacked up quite a bit throughout the last couple of years, and that's just something we I know every team has to deal with them, but we can't afford huge injuries. You've seen it, like Malik Collins on the defensive line, dude. That killed us. One guy, and I know I always say one guy is not going to make that big of a difference, like when Myles Garrett left. But Malik Collins, you saw that one.
Yeah, you saw the run game. You saw the run game implode.
Yeah, the run stopping, just
run stopping.
Yeah, so I think just Dr. Chad Evil. But
yeah, for me, it's what Scott just said. Offensive line. Like I'm still a little timid. You know, not a lot of. We talked about that. Was that 2 weeks ago? I didn't come on last week. I'm still on the repair over replacement. I think they're repairing the line as opposed to finding answers. I'm hoping that they prove me wrong and their answers in there somewhere and they can be consistently better. But the way does that defense, and I know that defense is different. I mean, Mason Graham's probably a a Pro Bowler, and I know Verse is good. And Wright, by the way, we didn't even talk about him when we talked about the defense. A lot of people are saying that he looks like a lot quicker, faster, stronger than he has the last couple of years. I get that the defensive front line is good. Mike Hall, my gosh, he's like beating Verse to the quarterback. If you get that with your front four, it's gonna be crazy. But it worries me that when I watch some of those videos on X, that I can see a play getting blown up before it even starts, and I'm like, that's our first team offensive line, man. I get it that we still got a couple more weeks to go. We still got another month, but that offensive line, if it doesn't hold together well enough, we're going to be giving excuses to every quarterback again this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I'm on
it's
your train, man. The offensive line.
yeah, and I didn't want to, beat a dead horse because I always the last 3 years have said
Yeah.
offensive line, so I had to change it up a little bit. But I think injuries are a key factor that obviously can kill any team, but especially it's hurt us quite a bit as well. So it's one of those things where I'm going to go with injuries because it's something we cannot afford, especially some key players. I
Yeah,
mean,
especially when
you
yeah, 100%.
you've seen 5 quarterbacks in 1 year. Come on. I mean, that's that's unheard of on an NFL team, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like you've talked about the offensive line, and sometimes I would be like, man, but we've had this, we got this issue, we got this issue. For me, it's like the offensive line was like there. But I think if the offensive line is fixed, everything else will fall into place now. Because I think that gives Shador or whoever the quarterback is more time to make the right play, to make the right read. And I think you have the talent now on offense. Because it's like, sure, you can have a great offensive line, but there's receivers either going to not get open or your quarterback is not talented enough to make a throw. I think you have that. I think you have a receivers and the quarterback is Shador that can make throws if given time. So if this offensive line gels and, like you said, stays healthy, which is your concern, I think this team can exceed my 5 to 7 wins, and I saw some people say 9 to 10. If we could sneak a couple games in because our offensive line gelled a lot quicker, then that would be amazing to see.
Yeah, Sam, I'm gonna talk about that in a second. I'm not gonna forget that. But I want to talk about something else really quick. I want to see culture being built, a new culture, something what like we had when we had Baker and Jarvis. There was good morale there. The team seemed to be doing pretty well, meshing and just overall competitive.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing, man. If obviously I made that reel about them fighting the other day at camp, and that's everybody's like, oh, every team does that, dude. Not ours, not ours. I
Not in
like
a
to see
while.
competitiveness, and that shows, like I said, the grit. I was wearing a hat that said grit that day, so it was like
That's it.
perfect.
That's actually a good point. And you made me think of something by saying that. Do you think because of how lax Miles was, and he's the leader, the team was laxed and laid back? Now you have Verse who's more vocal. The defense is much louder, right? Because you have the leader that's vocal, so everyone else is vocal, right? Now the offense is getting frustrated because they're getting smacked down, and then they're getting talked down. So you break out in these fights because they're getting beat.
Yeah.
So,
Here's another. Sorry, go ahead. You
no,
just
I was
brought
gonna
up
say that
another.
that makes sense. Like the reason why you had a fight that you haven't had a fight in years is because you bring in a defense that has this swag of like, hey, we're beating you, and they're smack talking. Unlike when Miles was here, they were just like Miles was like, all right, I'm friendly. I'm going to shake hands with Lamar because he made a great play. Like we've talked about, like what we don't really want to see that, Miles. We want you to say good play to the other team. Like we want you to hate the other team. It seems like Burst is totally opposite of that. He's not going to shake Lamar's hand for making a 50-yard bomb game-winning touchdown. Like Burst doesn't seem like that. It seemed like you just said it right. The culture change may be starting with Verse.
Somebody just called my aunt out that I don't even think is in here for being a Steelers fan. That's funny. Yeah. Something else I wanted to talk about, and now I lost it because I saw that. Oh, not only does defense win championships, but time of possession. And you brought up a good point about getting the defense off the field keeping the defense off the field. If you could hold the possession of the ball and just get chunk yards, waste that clock, score points at the end of that, you have opportunity to win a game. Time of
Yeah.
possession is a big key factor in every NFL football game. And I know it's some people aren't going to believe that, but oh
No,
my,
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And it starts up front. I think my new terminology, I'm on board with you. The front five, sorry. The front offensive line needs to be good, man. They need to gel as fast as they can. I do, and I think because if they gel and then the quarterback struggles, then hey, we got somewhat fixed this. This quarterback is still holding on to the ball, or he's still making mental errors. Then we can't. There's no excuses.
man.
None.
And you're good, Josh. Yeah, I was just like, that's not my aunt, but he said she lives down the road from him. But thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching. And so what? The reason why she's not his aunt because she's a Pittsburgh fan. If she was a Browns fan, it'd be totally different.
She was a Browns
Maybe
fan, she'd be watching. But
Yeah,
now
she'll
she's
be
got her friends
watching.
watching. The
Yeah,
the real folk.
take that. Tell her to
Yeah.
watch.
So I am not. I'm being very. What is the word I want to use here? I'm very open to see how the season's going to go. There's going to be a lot of changes
Yeah.
with the offensive line, the running backs, especially the wide receivers. And as Jerry Judy, here's one thing I do want to touch base on. No matter what, guys, I think Jerry Judy is going to be number one wide receiver. You're not going to bring in a rookie wide receiver and call him wide receiver one. It's just not going to happen. The dude's a veteran. We know that he can ball. He just had an off year last year. And I'm wondering if that is something that had to do with Stefanski. Honestly, I think the
That's
whole
a good
offense just
point.
gave up. I think the whole offense just gave up on Stefanski. And that's not me trying to cause clickbait or the rumor mill, but I think the whole offense was just like, dude, none of this is working. So we're just going to go out there and play football and do whatever you tell us to do, and it's going to not work. How about that? And I
That's a
might be
good
wrong.
point. I mean, you bring up a good point about Kevin because in Minnesota, his biggest thing with Stephon Diggs is like he wasn't being utilized enough because Kevin doesn't know how to use a number one receiver, right? Or and Kevin was too tight end centric or um I don't know, between 0 and 5 yards, 0 and 5. He wasn't much about the deep post or anything. So that could be why. I mean, you bring up a good point. I didn't think about that. That Kevin probably limited a lot of his play calling, probably limited a lot of receivers or talent. But I think see, even Devin agrees. Kevin had a problem getting playmakers involved. And I think Todd Monken what have hope and what I've been seen videos and heard things that he said is he doesn't focus on one player, but they game plan based upon the weaknesses of defense. So I don't know if there's ever going to be a number one wide receiver, but I do think that he is going to game plan specific for the offense to be successful, regardless of what it is. It could be anyone every week. And that, to me, that's going to be exciting once the offense is fully implemented. Like it could be Junkins one week, it could be friggin' Boston the next week, it could be Casey Concepcion, Fannin. It's like so many options you have now. Like 3 years ago, we were like, who's going to be the guy? Like, but now you have options, which is really cool. Again, you're missing one piece. We don't know. There's a question mark at quarterback, but we'll hopefully find the answer to that soon.
And that's a. I know Chad's sitting there grinding his teeth right now because he always says we're one quarterback away. That's all we are, is one quarterback away.
Hopefully.
So yeah, oh boy.
If not, I mean, you need a good backup too. So you're at least 2 quarterbacks away, just in case your main quarterback goes down. So maybe that's a new terminology. You're 2 quarterbacks away. You need a good backup.
I cannot wait to see the plays that are being called. I really cannot. I'm not talking about your preseason game. I want to see week
At
1
Jacksonville.
how they react away for the first 2 games. That's going to be crucial for us. I mean, that's going to tell us a lot. 2 away games, 1 state, 2 weeks. It's going to be daunting for these guys, the rookies, the guys that are the new offensive line. It's going to be something that I'm going to watch. And you know what else I'm going to watch? The Atlanta Falcons. I have to now.
They just signed BJ Robinson.
But isn't that Isn't that Bijan Robinson?
Yeah, Bijan. Yeah, sorry, I said BJ.
Isn't
My bad.
isn't that that's close enough? Isn't
Yeah.
that isn't that something everybody's gonna kind of do though? Obviously, you're
You
gonna
gotta keep your eye. Yeah, you're gonna keep a side eye in Atlanta. I think you will. I
you
mean, people are
have
still
to.
keeping a side eye in Tampa for Baker.
I
So
saw
yeah,
that post you made
yeah,
on Facebook, dude. Went,
yeah. But Baker still moves the needle, man. He's been gone for 5 years. You put a post on Baker, man. It moves just as much as the Shador post, but it's crazy to see
yeah,
how fans still love the guy. I mean, he's going to be a free agent next year. We'll see what happens. He
yeah. I
wants
can't wait.
he wants more than 50 million a year. That's the rumor is that Tampa Bay offered him 50 a year and he turned it down. For me, if I was Baker, I would have been like, cool. Where do I sign? I'm living in Florida and I'm making 50 mil a year. I'm good.
Let me ask you this:
Take.
Have you did you watch any of the new quarterback on Netflix yet?
No, I don't believe in watching TV anymore. I have 3 kids that I chase around. It's very hard for me. I want to watch it though because I do have some I realize over the years I still have love for Baker and I secretly want him to succeed in Tampa or anywhere he goes. So anything with Baker on it, I kind of am interested in. So and I'm glad
Well,
he's got a little fame again there down there in Florida. That's cool to see.
here's the thing: the first episode, you'll see 2 Browns quarterbacks. Well, maybe 3. I can't remember. I know for sure 2. You see Joe Flacco and Baker.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I forgot about that. Flacco's in there, huh?
and they transfer him from a Cleveland Browns uniform mid throw right into a Bengals uniform. I'm like, you son of
Rub it in.
a. Eh,
Rub it in.
yeah, they did. They did. But
Um,
the Baker thing, guys, I love Baker. He did something for Cleveland that we haven't seen in forever. So I appreciate that. I do. I do. I do. But to me, and I made this post on X last year that went viral. Like it was like
it
1.2
did.
million views or something,
Yeah.
and it was Baker's a
It was so
subpar
random. Like you
quarterback.
posted it. It was like middle of the night. And we woke up and it was like, Chad was like, "What you do to X?" He's like,
Yeah,
"I just posted about Baker."
that was when I was drinking. But anyways, yeah, I made a post, and I still think that Baker's a subpar quarterback. I fight me. I don't care. I think Baker is just an okay quarterback. He's an NFL quarterback. I just think he's okay. He's in a worse division in the league. So you
That's
got
why
what?
for me, it's like it's weird that you don't take that deal, 50 mil a year, because you're in a area in a division where you can win consistently, make the playoffs, get that extra playoff money. You'll make up for it, and then you get wins on top of your and you increases your chance of going to the playoffs. I mean, because if you win the division, you get better games.
Do you think Andrew Barry's sitting there like just like,
Sucker, told you. Yeah,
yeah,
you're
I
right. I
mean,
mean, he overall record, he's 58 and 62, 63 completion percentage. I mean, 28,000 yards, 7 yards an attempt, 197 touchdowns, 101 interceptions.
and I think his away
Um,
game stats are horrible. If I remember correctly, I might be thinking of somebody else that I was looking up, but yeah,
Tampa,
like,
he's only 27 and 24 in Tampa. He's only +3 in Tampa. So I mean, 50 mil, man. Like, come on, bro. That's 50 mil. You're not even at 500, dog.
dude, I'd be a water boy for 100K a year. Just
That
saying.
is, yeah, that's, I didn't realize he's not even at overall at 500 of his career.
And you got Mike Evans. Like, again, not one guy could just make a difference on a team, but that dude, I mean, that dude has, right? I mean,
Yeah, Mike Evans. And he
receiving.
went to San Francisco, man. See what's
Yeah.
going on in San Francisco, though? Everyone's getting injured in San
Yeah.
Francisco.
Hey, you hear that, Chad?
51,
You hear that,
51.
Kenny? You hear that, Kenny?
Oh, yeah, he's 123 and 120. So he's got. Now this game started. I'm trying to find out how many games overall has he won. I think he's still under 500 overall. So it's like I'm just confused why he would turn down 50 mil. according to the rumor at least. But I guess that's what makes Baker Baker. I mean, he bets on himself, and sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Yeah. And do you see the Jaguars are again playing Travis Hunter on both sides of the ball?
You see how big he got though?
Yeah. You see how injured he's going to get this year?
Well, yeah, probably because if you play on both sides of the ball, that's going to increase your chances for sure. But he got some muscle on him, so hopefully that helps his soft tissue injuries.
How do you think that first game is going to be if Shador Sanders is a starter?
It's good. He's going to want to pick him off, man. I think a pick six is going to happen, but
Oh,
that's just
man.
me. I think he's going to enjoy every bit of it.
We will see. It's
I
going to be a
like
good game.
Travis, man. He's got a good kid. Yeah, he added some muscle on him, man. It's good.
Mhm.
I'm like, geez, transformation.
And I am looking for that game. If you guys go to our website at beardedbrowns.com, there is a
Oh, okay.
countdown to the start of that game. And I can tell you exactly what it is here in a second.
Yeah,
It
Baker's
is
58 and 62 in his career. He's 4 games, 5 games, 6 games
for
under film.
500.
Yeah, wait, 5, 6, 4 games under 500.
So, yeah,
Like, he's
ladies and
not even a
gentlemen,
winning quarterback, and he wants more than 50 mil a year. Like, that's confusing.
that's. I'm not saying he's cocky and arrogant. Don't get me wrong. You're making the playoffs, which is great, but you gotta show him that you're able to go further if you're gonna want 50 mil. And somebody was saying because he was a top 15 quarterback last year, right? Considered a top 15. And I'm thinking that got a
Yeah.
little to his head, and he's trying to make that his argument pretty much.
He played injured again last year, which hurt him because it was a contract year. Again, the whole Cleveland thing all over again in this
Yeah.
last year in Tampa.
What's a
You're right.
website, dude?
Talking about
Huh.
Baker Mayfield. Jeez.
But anyways, really quick, we got 39 days, 16 hours, 12 minutes, and 47 seconds to kick off in Jacksonville. Exactly. Well, now it's probably 14 seconds, 13, 12. Kidding. But yeah, Baker, good luck, buddy. I wish you the best, dude. And Johnny Manziel, if you're listening for some reason, I'm still encouraging you to come onto the show. Be great to talk to you, Mr. Money Manziel. The invite is still there.
He's partying in Vegas somewhere right now.
He's
The
betting on
website
that
is called
5.5.
bearderbrowns.com. 49er. Use actually what the website is called.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
the countdown is on. I'm on there now. Support our Patreon. It's on there. Our interview with Bernie's on there. And the award, we got to update that to 2026
I
Best
think I did.
Sports Podcast.
Oh, you're right. I
It's
didn't.
got 2025.
Good job,
is a
you bum.
Pretty cool looking website. So go there, click on it, stream it. We'll probably be putting most of what we should be doing too is putting some announcements on there as far as what we're doing, especially with the radio stuff. When we do something with the radio.
Yeah, you can watch our show live on there too. It's there.
Yeah.
Via Twitch.
Radio announcements on there. Oh, are we doing PJ McIntyre's week 1?
For the radio show, I am unsure.
Oh, you know what? You are. Yeah. So we're working this out via show here. Danny asks if we can want to come and do a broadcast there at PJ's.
I will talk to Gary over at the station and figure it out. I know he does want to do a immunity lock game before it gets cold. So we'll figure that out as well. And we'll let you guys know. You guys can subscribe to the website, and we are going to start being a little more active on there as well because there's going to be a lot of events coming up. So watch our socials and the website. So you'll be stacked up on everything we're doing. Baker might want to call JG Wentworth 1877 cash now.
Is it done? Can't they leave a website, a voicemail on the website?
Yes, you can leave a voicemail at the website, and we will play it on the show.
Yeah, so if you want to be a part of the show every week, just leave a voicemail. We'll get it and we'll play it. You know what? Even if you accidentally slip up, I can edit it out. We can edit the cuss word out. We can make it work. So go to the
Yeah.
website. We got to promote that more, man. I keep on forgetting that we have that on our website.
So
But
do I.
Saturday, it started August 15th. You can call in the show. You can give us your hot takes, or your
Yeah.
voicemail could be played on the show on the radio to all of Lorain County. You can be known as one of the coolest callers in Lorain County on the Beater Browns podcast. You just need to go onto the website. You go down, straight down, and you just type in record, and you just say what you need to say on your phone, and then boom, it gets sent to us via email. We'll download it and play it. I think that's that easy, right?
KP, it is. There's actually a tab right at the top of the screen that says voicemail. Click it, it'll take you right to the link. KP Young says, when you guys coming to Cincinnati, and that's another work in progress. We will get back to you on that one.
I
And
will
since you're
tell
making fun of
you,
Angel,
I will be there week 2, tentatively, for something to be announced later. But the podcast can go down there. We might have to go down there week 18, man. It doesn't matter the season. We might have to go down there for that home game and set up in there. Where do they even call that? A tent down there in Cincinnati where they practice? It's like a bubble, an air
oh
bubble.
no, they're completely outdoors. They're literally
Yeah, they have
right
to
next to
walk
the
across
highway.
the street to like some type of air bubble to practice in.
Oh, that we have one in Cleveland.
Yeah.
During the winter, yeah. During the winter months, they'll put that up.
Yeah, and well, yeah, we should do that. Maybe week 18. We'll see. There's a couple weeks that we have available here. But yeah,
And with the radio
Cincinnati's definitely
station, we could still be on the radio wherever. We could be on the moon and still do the radio show. So that will work.
yes.
Browns Falcons will be an epic game. Is that a home game? I can't remember.
That is a home game. Yes, Kevin's coming.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We were talking about Kevin being able to know his old stomping grounds.
Yes,
as he gets stomped.
Kevin.
Man,
what if he wins? Man, that would be a post game show to all post game shows. Man, that would be.
Do you think he's like Baker with a chip on his shoulder for Cleveland? I mean, who was I talking
He's
to?
not gonna be like Baker and like broadcast it, but I guarantee you he's gonna be like, I want to win this game. I mean, wouldn't you? If you were let go, and actually, I mean, probably a lot going on that we don't know, where you're like being told what to do and everything's going wrong, and then you get blamed for it, and then you get fired. Like, wouldn't you want to be like, I'm about to beat this team, man?
Yeah, I'm about to go in there and take my quarterback and give him a scheme that he's not comfortable with and have him line up behind center and not shotgun.
You're going to show why I didn't believe in Shador Sanders.
Yeah, we're gonna run Wildcat on 4th and 1 and completely lose yards. And
I'm trying to see when that game is.
We're strategically going
December 13th. It's week. Yeah, December. It's in the middle of winter, man. Good luck. We better be winning. That stadium is going to be empty because there ain't no one from Atlanta coming up here in the middle of December to watch that game.
I don't know, man. That's going to be a big one for Cleveland for sure.
11, 12, week 13. Yeah. That's going to be a week 13. If they did not have a winning record and they lose that one, that might be a good show to hop on a post game with and just let fans air it out.
Yeah, I'm all for that. We'll figure that out too. I mean,
WBL. Hey, we're gonna do a post game show after this game because we want to hear fans just get upset.
I am literally like 12 minutes away from the studio, so I could grab my laptop and run down there. I'm sure.
Do we play the Colts at home? I totally forgot about that. Saints. All right. All right. Yeah, I guess that's it, man. We're in the show here. Thanks to everybody for tuning in the show. We had some notes. We went off the notes, but there's the schedule. There it is. Beautiful put schedule together.
Thank you, Angel. I mean, you put it together. I meant to say thank you to you for that. Week 3 is our first home game.
I totally forgot that. But yeah, I guess I did do that. I thought it was you.
And then that Steelers game.
That Thursday night game, man, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, I wish it would snow in September. or October.
Might rain. Might
Oh, it's definitely
rain.
going to rain.
Jets, Tennessee. Yeah,
At
man, it's
Ra-
that road game. It's like 6 road games in a row. That's scary, man. I don't know, man. It's iffy.
No, you got 2 away games, 2 home games, away
In
game,
a way,
home,
right?
away,
Oh, yeah.
away. At home versus the Texans, which is where half the Browns are now. And then our bye week,
Yeah.
we always lose still. So, and then the Raiders. I'm looking forward
Here.
to that one. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
watch
helps
that
right
game.
there. Yeah. Clint Kubiak versus Todd Monken.
And their number
Yeah,
1
Kenny
pick
says
this
6
year.
and 11. Kenny says 6 and 11. I get it, man. That's 6-7 win schedule right there. In my
No,
opinion.
it's not. There's a lot of factors again that go into. Hey, man,
Yeah,
any given Sunday or Thursday, for that matter.
one Thursday. Any given
They got
Sunday and that one Thursday in September or October,
yeah,
sorry.
I did it earlier too, man. We got one primetime game though. Let's make the best of it and go out there and beat that rival, the AFC North bitter rivalry that I think is right there with the Ohio State Michigan rivalry. I don't care who you are. I think wrong button. But yeah, that's it.
Bengals.
Bungles. The Bungles, man. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, again, like, share, subscribe, follow us on everything you can. We are going to pick
Yep.
a random winner. I don't know when we're going to pick him, but we will announce it on all our socials for the camp tickets for the Cleveland Browns this Tuesday at 1:30. And hope you guys enjoy it. Good luck to everybody. Again, like, follow, share, subscribe. Help us out. Everything goes a long way. Visit our website. Leave voicemails, guys. We'll play them on the show for you. And then now they'll be on the radio as well. So Michigan does still care about OSU. Thank you, Chad. That's probably the most positive thing you said in a long time.
Yeah, listen, like that voicemail option, man. If you really will have an opinion other than saying in the chat, and sometimes, as you can see, it was going pretty crazy tonight. Like you will be missed unless you want to pay for your chat to be highlighted on YouTube. But if you want a free voice, you have an option right there on our website. Click that top button on the left, hit the voicemail, and just hit play and record on your phone and hit send. It's that easy.
Boom.
Technology.
It is right there. Remove that. Add that. That's all I got to do. Go up there, click that voicemail tab, hit start recording, and it'll take you right to the site. Leave us a voicemail. It will be played on the show. Thank you guys again for joining us tonight. We will see you very, very, very soon, and we will announce this winner soon. And Angel, you want to send it off?
Yes. Until next time, like always, go Browns.